Never, some of the Horde's troops appeared from the south. They had presumably just come from paying a brief visit to their favorite pub, the Winchester, which was run by two brothers. Whatever. These troops came to help, and the ultimate evil could certainly make good use of them. Although the Horde was still exposed to constant alliance attacks, the offensive, tactic-loving evil did not hesitate. It sent some cannon fodder, creatures, to the surface. After the Alliance had repeatedly failed with their clumsy wave tactics, the decision was made to overrun the ultimate evil with a single giant attack. Of course, this would fail, but it would be close. Very close.
Oh my god. Oh. Well, it seems they were getting tired of us. So be it. Let's have some fun.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
All minions, get ready. The enemy is about to be upon us.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Yep, the enemy's about to be upon us. Get ready. We're gonna be feasting on dead guys tonight. And women.
From the book Plague Lands, Until the Morning Mists Arise. The undead in these lands were a scary bunch. They lacked any of the glitz and glamour which we now associate with the undead, particularly vampires. It would be completely futile to search for a teen love story anywhere around here.
Here we go!
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
We need more minions! Where the dang is my finger?
Defend the throne room.
Holy my word! This is the most!
Your throne room is under attack.
I know that!
And so the ultimate evil was defeated. Hang on, what? Defeated? Yep, that's what it says right here. Strange end to the story. I don't think that's how it ended. Maybe you should go back a bit to an earlier part of the story and give it another go.
Agreed. Okay, I'll be back.
The decision was made to overrun the ultimate evil with a single giant attack. Of course, this would fail, but it would be close. Very close.
Oh yeah, it would.
In your dungeon.
Hopefully this should give us a little bit of leeway, but I'm not too sure.
There are enemies in your dungeon. There were few that could withstand the ultimate evil's horde. The Alliance's military camps in the south were obviously not amongst those rare few. They disappeared from the surface faster than a brain amidst a horde of zombies.
Alright, quickly!
From the book Plague Lands, Until the Morning Mists Arise. The undead in these lands were a scary bunch. They lacked any of the glitz and glamour which we now associate with the undead, particularly vampires. It would be completely futile to search for a teen love story anywhere around here.
Alright, you guys, make sure you kill this batch! Quick! Head back to the throne room. We're gonna eat you over there.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I know. We gotta hold them off now. Minions! Hold them off! If we fail here, then it will be all for nothing! Kill this batch! No
Your
match!
room is under attack.
Quickly! You may as better kill these brats! That's right. Excellent.
The last Alliance forces have been defeated, and with them, the armies of good have been driven back, for the time being at least. Now it was time to change tack and start the attack. The posh lands now needed to be restored to their former glory.
Exactly. Or in other words, precisely.
Oh God, it's the Slender Man! Run! Oh, sorry, just my shadow.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh, I love this game. Oh, I so really love this game. Now, with the Alliance down for the count, for the time being, we can make our own fun. Quickly! We need to build more of our products. See, what should be the best? Let's see. Work harder, you dang glob! Hello. Oh, you keep working. Our ultimate victory is nearly at hand. Eh?
It's payday.
Payday my butt. We need to upgrade this thing. It needs to be even more powerful. Don't they know we're trying to win here? Hurry up, you! Make the toolboxes already! You, we need you to keep working. Now, what should I do here? Hickley, we need more toolboxes.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Hmm? Where? Yeah, we shall soon see. Minions, fight! Work faster, you idiot! Don't you see that we're about to be overrun? So much gold. So little time. Actually, I have a better idea. If you see what I'm planning, this is a very obvious thing.
Stanley was wondering whether he should return to his desk. Sorry, I'm in the wrong script.
Are you the guy that was doing that? Now that I think about it, are you that voice actor? He sounds like it, doesn't he, guys?
Oops. That must have been what the little snob thought when it unearthed an ancient tomb filled with angry skeletons and zombies in the underground. These showed little interest in obeying the unspeakable evil's orders, but moved with a half-hearted growl of brains towards its creatures.
Sure. Hmm? It seems that even more enemies keep arriving. Unlikely enemies. Doesn't matter, they'll just fall like the rest.
Only 20 years lay between the deadly plague lands and the unpleasantly swanky posh lands. It was incredible what a little paint could do. There are enemies in your dungeon. As it stands with its snot dug through the underground, it unfortunately stumbled upon an old mausoleum, which was home to some mindless undead. And they were hungry. Very, very hungry. Once, the plague lands were a cozy place for the undead. However, after the ultimate evil's fall, the place was taken over by a group known as the Crimson Crusade. They transformed it into the Posh Lands. They even made a film about it, a very sad story called Unlife is Beautiful.
What the? They're disgracing the undead.
Your throne room is under attack.
What? Again? In hindsight, I think I should have transported them all. First. Really? Alright, first you need to heal, then we're gonna attack those other undead idiots.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I know that, hold up. These heroes think they can just invade me whenever they like? We shall soon see. Bombardment attack!
Back when the plague lands still existed, harmony and unity pervaded the lands. There were no conflicts because the undead do not wage war against each other. There were no needy because undead do not have any needs. All in all, an idyllic utopia.
Ah. Ah, excellent.
By the way, did you know that in the first dungeons, a certain Calypso, not to be confused with the great publisher Calypso, joined in the game? You didn't? Well, I wanted to astound you with this momentous bit of trivia. You really should get back to playing the game again.
Okay.
Oh yes, back to the Plague Lands. Here, the undead sometimes like to have grand dances, real thrillers, so to speak. But those days were gone once the posh lands came into existence.
Do you guys hear that? Hopefully. I don't know what he's talking about, people. I don't. I really don't. Now back over here. Ah, it's taking too long.
It's payday.
Payday my butt. There we go. Now the rest is gonna be a brewery. Why? Because I want these guys to have fresh, refreshing drinks to drink.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I know there's enemies in my dungeon. Oh yeah, that's right. I need to close this off permanently. There we go.
By the way, the Dungeons 2 developers were not broken into and no one stole the source code. The game was also not split into two. The developers have not even randomly offended people on social media or slept with any journalists. All in all, the game development was very uneventful. That's such a yawningly boring story. How did it ever make it into the dialogue?
I don't know, you guys, you tell me. Alright, you idiots, get back to work. Now. Quickly! Excellent. If you guys know what I'm doing, I'm basically sending all of these here at alignment. That way they all have to get there. I may have to sacrifice some gold along the way, but it's worth it. So I don't have to deal with these dang heroes. But the amount of gold I do get will be very worth it. For example, here. And there, I guess. I just need to dig past them.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
I have no choice but to make another one, huh? Not yet. Have fun! My goodness. Alright, you idiots, get back to work. Like I said, I'll be back. Oh yeah. Like I said, I'll cut some of these away since I'm not talking. Alright, see you back when there's actually something interesting. Alright, I'm finally back. Holy crap, this took me literally like hours just to complete. If you're wondering what I've been doing, I've been trying to upgrade all my units before we do an assault. That's what I always do in these games. Whenever I have upgradable units, I always make sure they're upgraded to the max before I attack, because here's the thing, I want to end the battle immediately. Whatever, I don't care. They already have enough money in now. I already have it literally takes so many hours. These strategy games take so many hours. Unless you're dedicated to strategy games, you will not be able to freaking get... Oh, hold on, let me check something. You will not be able to get through this. These games would literally take you hours, if not days, just to finish one level. Trust me. Trust it. And also, I did some death traps here to protect my dungeon when I leave.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Yes, I did know that you should. Oh, well, you should just head out anyway and just try to do it yourself. If I did that, I'd be losing and spending more resources, more gold, just to get them, just to summon them again and to train them all again. So I'd rather have that happen. I'm not gonna let that happen. Like all of a sudden, I have to make sure my revival station is up and running. I have to make sure they're all upgraded. Literally, this takes hours. But like I said, once you get at higher levels, you have no choice but to like upgrade your units or have an overwhelming army. So this is where I'm gonna end the video. Well, not really. I'm actually going to be putting it together with the other half tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get it out tomorrow. If not, then I'll get it out the next day. Hey, trust me, I've been doing this since what was it? I think 4 in the afternoon. I'm not joking. This literally takes that long just to freaking get everything up and running. Alright, it's a good thing I started early. Alright, that's about it. Oh wait, what am I talking about? But either way, alrighty, my dark minions. I'll see you back in the next part of this video, which is right about now. And there we go. Well, there's that transition now, and now we're back. This is the next day, if you don't know it. So now we're finally gonna send these guys out there to destroy the enemy. Yeah, that's right. We're gonna be sending these guys out there, and they're gonna be heading out to defeat and finally end the good guys here.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Perfect timing. Die off. Seriously, these spike traps are literally dead. Literally solid on the enemy. Oh my god, this is just so hilarious that they try and try. Didn't I put traps here? Yeah, whatever. Okay, we're about to head for the assault. Okay, you two, you're coming along. I know one of you is injured, but we're heading up. My trap should hold them off, especially I got 2 goblins here, so it should be alright. Besides, I got like so much traps in here, they still got to deal with having to go through there. So we're just going to be heading out, doesn't matter. And I'll explain to you why I didn't just send these minions out there in the first place. I'll let you know at the very end of the video. I know it's a little bit weird, but because before people start saying, oh, why didn't you send that? You have so much resources. I'll let you know why at the very end. Okay, but first, I need to go grab that other minion who is busy doing some work. Do you know, I'll just let one minion down in here. Anyway, I got like 3 Nagas here. I'll just let 1 Naga remain here. Drop, you stay. The rest of you, we're heading to the surface. It's time to end these guys. Let's see, where are we at? Griffins! They're no match for us. They're no match for us. Continue on with the assault.
In the east of the Polygon lay a small alliance camp that looked after the area's agriculture. This wouldn't be of much help against a bunch of crazed orcs.
Especially if they're fully upgraded. Quickly, end them.
The Alliance's outpost in the east was unable to resist the Horde. Another part of the posh lands fell to make room for some beautiful tombs, from which undead would soon rise.
Ah, excellent. We should be having a new undead army soon. Perfect. Keep going, my minions. We need to entirely eliminate these foul beings. Gah, they can go. I don't care about them. Keep going. Look at this.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Don't worry, my chefs can take care of them. What the? Retreat! We have cannonball fire! Cannonball fire. We'll go another route. I'm not planning to lose my minions and to some open catapult. That doesn't mean I care for them. It just means it'd be a waste of my resources for them to die. Well. Show these mutts who's boss. Looks like there's a secret passage here. What's this then? Who gets the armor? You. No. We need a Naga. She needs to hold up. There we go. Keep going. We'll go behind their lines and end them. This should be behind their lines. With this, we should be able to end them immediately. That's probably another dungeon path. We should probably go look that up. But for right now, we need to make sure we best strategy. Keep moving. What is this?
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Take that, we need more range. The more range, the better. Ah, look at that. What is this then?
Not all of the plague lands had been conquered by the Alliance. One area was so especially steeped in evil that it could not be cultivated at all. It was quickly covered with a magical spell and surrounded by a massive wall. An entrance would probably only be found once the rest of the posh lands had been destroyed.
Alrighty then.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
Doesn't matter. My traps will eliminate them all. Minions, go! We need to destroy the posh lands. We need those dead. Get it?
In the middle of the posh lands, directly at a crossroads, there lay the small but well-fortified village of Bunnyfield. The Alliance would send small attack groups towards the dungeon from here as well.
Not for long. And there's the catapult that's been giving us all this trouble. Well, the second one. And do anything when it's has to defend itself. Keep moving! Ran out of mana, huh? They have no chance against really fortified units.
It's payday.
What are you doing, you idiot? Gah. Complete and utter idiocy. Hurry up! There's the catapult. Let's destroy it. As long as I keep hitting us, or was that a cannon? I don't really know, but I don't really care. I want it destroyed.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Don't worry, my minions can handle it. Retreat! Quickly! Our territory is being under attack! Oh, never mind then. Never mind. I was being fearful for nothing. I was being fearful for nothing. I thought that our enemies would be attacking us so fiercely. Thankfully, we destroyed both of their camps. Now my minions will be able to handle it. Quickly! And just to let you guys know, I'll be stopping the video here. Well, not really, until I come back. Don't worry, I'll edit it out, so that way when you get to a certain area, I'll put you back in. Be back. Here we are, boys.
The capital of the posh lands lay in the northwest of the country. Hipster Bridge. Yes, granted, a terrible name. But despite its ridiculous name, Hipster Bridge was heavily guarded and would resist attack at all means possible. The Horde would have to work hard here to bring the city back into the Plaguelands.
Oh yes. But I wonder, will there be an area that we can go to bypass this?
There was a tavern in the woods called the Black Boar, one of those classic hero meeting places. A bard stood in front of this establishment advertising the ultimate evils dungeon in his refrains, which regularly resulted in heroes flooding into the underground. A habit he would soon be losing.
Yeah, quickly. I don't want them anywhere near my area.
The Black Boar Tavern came to an inglorious end after the Horde visited the establishment. They not only refused to pay the tab, but burned the whole tap room down to boot. Well, quite understandable, really. There was no orc beer on tap.
Exactly! Where is the alcohol? They're just flowing them to their deaths. Keep going. We have to kill these guys and bring the dead under my command. What is this?
In the north, the Plaguelands, or the Poshlands, were bordered by an insurmountable wall of solid ice. No one knew what lay beyond, in the wilds of the north. Although, rumors of terrible monsters and the like abounded. Someday, the ultimate evil would love to spend a holiday there.
I wonder what this a reference is. I may not watch the show, but this sounds oddly familiar to a series. So let me know in the comments if you know what this wall is. Anything down here? Anything down here? Nothing. Alright, it's time to end these guys. At last, the Plagueland shall belong to evil. To my evil. Oh, looks like your magic is done. Your mana is gone now. Who's that then?
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I want this place leveled to the ground. Nothing remains. entire place is going to be leveled to the ground when I'm done. Somebody in the dungeon has fallen. Doesn't matter. As long as they're in the dungeon, they'll live. They'll freaking come back. It's over. There's victory is over the sword here. Kill that wizard. Destroy this place! I want it gone.
Mission accomplished. The posh lands were history, so 3 cheers for the Plague Lands. It wouldn't be long before the undead would rise again. Skeletons, zombies, white wanderers, well, maybe not the latter. And rise they did. To be honest, they were actually less than the astounded evil expected, but still. It used its mental abilities to reach out to them in order to seize them and to bring them under its control. But the evil did not succeed. Another power had already taken possession of them. A massive shape rose from a crypt. It started to speak in the ultimate evil's direction.
You hold no power here. I will only obey the King of Gondor. I mean the ultimate
What the?
evil. It is time for you to die, oh living ones.
Huh?
This was a tad unexpected for the ultimate evil. It would seem there was an imposter out there trying to usurp its title. It would have to worry about that later, though. This threat had to be dealt with first, as the undead were obviously baying for it could safely be assumed that whoever was controlling the undead was doing so from somewhere up in the wild region of the Plague Lands. The ultimate evil would need to send its troops there in order to eliminate this threat.
Yes. Whoever is imposting, whoever is taking my image, shall pay dearly for this. I shall show them the true meaning of fear. And also, funny how that one ended. What's all this then? Oh yes, the dead. But I shall make sure the dead are permanently dead. You know what I mean. Minions, let's go. We have exterminate nations to do. I'll be back when we get to this point. All right, we're here.
Once again, the strange figure appeared, just like it had done several times before. The creatures of the unspeakable evil paused, confused, uncertain what to do.
You fool! I warned you not to start a civil war! For that, you will pay!
With these words, the mysterious figure disappeared once again. Probably hadn't had enough breakfast. Never mind. There's a skeleton king in the crypt just waiting to be pounded into a pulp by the horde. You shouldn't keep him waiting. That would be
Yes.
rude.
Exactly. But whoever that person is, civil war? No. Let's see. Strange. Who gets this one? Very interesting. Be moving! Quickly! Don't bother with them! We gotta get out of here! Alright.
There are enemies in your dungeon.
Now, where would these idiots be? This would be the obvious area. But up here would be more the same thing. No, we're going around. Too many traps there. Alright, heal up. We're gonna continue on to the north. If we have to, we'll come back here to the south. Or southeast. Southwest? I don't know.
It's payday.
I am the ultimate evil. What should I do? Alright. Alright, keep moving. So that's the dungeon they've been trying to get through into ours. Heck? Is that him? Already? Well, this is fun. Time for you to die now.
This is where the dead rest. There is no place for the living here. Meet my sword. Frostgarn is hungry.
It was obvious that negotiations were not an option here. Therefore, the powerful evil chose one of its most well-proven tactics to solve the problem. Hit it till it stops moving.
Yeah, do it! Hurry up and kill already! You're just gonna spin around. Hold up.
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
I'll be back. You're chasing us now? You better start running. Like I said, I'll be back. I need to investigate this dungeon further to make sure there's nothing hidden here.
As well as countless undead, these underground catacombs were also home to some giant rats. It might be possible for the almighty evil to make use of the fact that these rats were only too happy to gnaw a few bones and set these two factions on each other.
You could have told me that later. Earlier, sorry. Alright, now let's get back to killing the king of the dead. Besides, we need these deads under our command. If they don't want to listen, we'll just kill them all dead permanently. He's down here somewhere. No, we'll go to the north. We'll chase him down that way. How are they getting into my dang place? Now we got you. Even if you try running this way, we got you cornered. End him! For the Horde!
The Skeleton King was unable to withstand the unspeakable evil's creatures and crumbled to dust under their mighty blows like a vampire in sunlight. Just like a proper vampire does. Not one of those little Twilight wuzzes, but I digress. The undead remained completely unimpressed and steadfastly refused to be controlled by the ultimate evil. Something out there was stopping them. However, without a leader, they were no longer a threat to the Horde. They just trudged about mindlessly, completely devoid of control. They were therefore useless to the ultimate evil. So the evil pushed on towards King's Ending in order to destroy the Alliance's remaining heroes there.
Useless. I can't believe it. I thought we would get the dead.
While the ultimate evil was distracted by demons and the undead, the Alliance was able to regroup. The young Joffrey had followed King Robert onto the throne and was determined to avenge his father's death. To do so, he organized an important political marriage. He invited all the nobles of the kingdom in order to gather their armies into one place. They would launch a major joint strike against the Horde.
Blood wedding. So be it! It seems the next episode will be our final battle. We shall show them the true power of the ultimate evil. It's too bad the dead are useless now. They'll maybe be useful in the future, but who knows? But that'll be next time. And this was shorter. This is what I like. I hope you enjoyed the battle. Sorry it took me so long to put this out. But just like I said, it takes me a while to get it fully up there. To get fully completed. Now they're talking my normal voice because that was freaking getting my throat hurts. It's literally making my throat itch. Now before I dread out, if you're wondering why I was literally taking so long, it's because I gotta upgrade all my units because I want the battle to end like fast, easy, and plus I want an overpowered army so they don't die up in the field. Yeah, if you want, and the reason why is because if they do, they're permanently dead up above. You say, oh, don't worry, you can just get more units with the resources we have. Well, that's the thing. In this game, Dungeons 2, well, I don't know if Dungeons 1 had it. I don't think they did. But in Dungeons 2, basically, you have to make sure you have enough gold because you literally have to pay your minions. If you've been paying attention, you have to pay your minions to keep working. So if I just keep spending gold trying to send more units up there to die, I think that'll be wasting my resources. Also, the gold is not unlimited here. It really isn't. Basically, you only have a limited amount of gold before you start running out. So basically, you have to upgrade units and make sure you're getting paid. Because if they're not getting paid, they're not working, and everything gets to a standstill. Basically, if they don't have food, they basically go on a strike. If they're bored, they go on a strike. Basically, you have to deal with 3 things at once. You have to make sure you have enough gold. You got to make sure they have food, and you got to make sure that they're not bored. I know, it's foolish, but that's the way. And you're saying that why don't you send them out there? That way they don't get paid. No, they still get paid. Basically, if you pay attention during the times when it says payday, there's a little negative bar, a little negative number coming up on the screen saying the amount of all of them together. Basically, once they get paid, they actually get paid on the surface. So I can't really do anything about it. Which not to mention that I need to make sure that I have traps set up so when I do leave my dungeon, that way that the heroes get killed and leave some units behind to take care of the rest. Because I might be sending my entire army, but I need to leave some units behind. And make sure the traps and research traps upgrade my units to their full max and then send them out there. I can send them out weak and I can still make it, but that would just cost me a lot of resources, especially since that there's a way to revive them, and since they die permanently if you aren't able to revive them up in the surface world, then basically basically you won't be able to get them back. So all the training and all the levels they've had, they've just gone, and then you have to build up another, then you have to make another one which requires gold and research and which requires gold. I don't know why I'm not talking, to just get them back to get the lower level and then train them to get the higher level and then train them to get to the next level of their form. Which basically is a waste of it. It takes a lot of time, not to mention it'll be weak, so they'll be dying off of there. But since I have the defibrillator, if you remember the last time when we got the defibrillator, that revised my unit, but that cost gold to make. So if you see now that I need to make sure that I have enough gold to pay my minions, and enough gold to make sure they are working. Just to let you know, just what I've noticed, it seems that it does cost them less when they're up in the overworld. It does cost less for them to be up there. Hopefully I'm right. I'll try that next time on my own time, and hopefully that's how it works. That way I can just have them stay up there the entire time and just fight off the enemies. But yeah, that's about it. I think I've already said my explanations. Yeah, just make sure to check. Just remember, if you're playing a game that requires you to pay your minions, or has a finite or have limited amount of resources, yeah, that's probably about it. Now, but yeah, that's about it. And next time, it'll be the final episode, possibly. Oh, it's too bad we weren't able to get the dead, but who cares? We'll recruit them next time. But yeah, they're basically useless. They're done. They're dead permanently. Without the king, he's freaking gone. Whatever, we'll recruit them next time. But for now, next time will be the greatest episode, and we shall finally end these and good guys once and for all, and show them why I am the ultimate evil. Sorry. Yes. Now, anything else I forgot? No, nothing. And like I said, next time we may be playing another video game, or I might be playing another, or what's the next day? No, whenever I can. We may be playing another video game, or I may be putting up another Monster Hunter tip. We never know. But just to let you know, oh, that's about it. Yeah, I think, yeah. You'll see what I mean. Now, what else? Am I missing? Well, I guess that's nothing. Comment down below. Subscribe. Press that subscribe button so you'll be joining so you can join my dark army. And press that little black bell next to the subscribe button, so you'll be notified whenever my videos. Well, actually, you'll be informed whenever my videos come out. Make sure you press that like button, because I command you to. Because I command you to. If you don't, I shall hunt you down and execute you. No, I'm joking. Not really. But either way, I think that's about it. And also share my videos. I must show the world my evil. And that's about it. Now, my dark minions. Dismissed.